Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast by Rom Wills. Blessings others. You know what? I'm blessed. I am really blessed, right? Seriously, and I've said this before, I'll say it 1,000 times. I'm just blessed to the point where, I wake up every morning and it's a blessing. Well, one, to wake up. Two, to be healthy, even though I got this little pesky cold coming on. But, I'll just get one of those old remedies and take care of that. And get some onion tea, hot toddy, you know what I mean. Or do like the person at the liquor store say, just drink it straight. But anyway, waking up, blessed to be in a warm place, but most of all, just blessed to be able to do what I love for life, and to be able to make money from it, and, to make a lot of money from it. In fact, that's a blessing. It's a blessing to know that when you can make your rent, mortgage every month, or, pay all your bills on time, even early. It's a blessing. It really is. And then still have money left over for Red Lobster. It's a blessing. But one of the things, though, it's not even so much what a person receives, but it's what they give. And one of the beliefs I have is that when you're blessed, you need to bless other people. You really do. You really do. You need to bless it forward. Now, like in the churches, they talk about tithing, and usually tithing is focused on how much money you give into the church. And unfortunately, there's some issues with it, because you have some ministers basically extorting their congregation, right? But that's a whole other issue. That's a more serious issue. But tithing is more than just giving to a church. It's just putting back out what you're giving. It don't mean you have to spend money willy-nilly. That's just being a spendthrift. Nah, you want to be one of these people who, you've been blessed. Let me bless somebody else. Let me give to something, And it could be anything. It could be giving money to a homeless person or buying them a meal or something, right? Or, which I would prefer personally. If I see somebody, they need money or they need to eat or something. Unless they're trying to con me, but that's another podcast. I might just get them something to eat if I encounter them. I don't really encounter homeless folks like I might have back in the day, right? But, I can get them something to eat or something, right? Or, somebody do something for you, you just tip an extra. You go to a restaurant, I always give a little bit of an extra tip depending on the service. If it's just some straight up lousy service, I'm like, man, I ain't dealing with that. I'm leaving that alone. I give them just the basic. But, if it's some good service, they checked on you, shoot, I give a little bit extra. It's like, it's no big deal. I just give them a little bit extra to say, hey, here, why don't you take this, right? Sometimes I even give them just straight cash, won't write it in, just make sure I put it in their hands. How they deal with it is up to them, right? Or, barbershop. I love the barber be blessing a brother, so I love hooking them up, right? Because you got to hook them up anyway, really. But, wherever you can. I mean, I had someone adjust a watch for me. I tipped them. I don't mind. I don't mind. And it's not trying to be Mr. Big Shot or something, but it's giving back to the universe what the universe is giving to you. Because here's the funny thing with blessing other people. You always get it back. You always get it back. There's been times when, I would donate. I mean, I've donated to people's channels and stuff. And right, it's funny, I donated to a prominent YouTuber because he just hit me with some deep stuff, right? No joke, within an hour of donating to this YouTuber, he know who he is too. This one particular one, it was the most recent donation. Within an hour, somebody else had donated back to me. It's just, they replace the money like that, and I feel it makes you feel good because you know what? There's something in your heart that needs to give. And to give freely. You're not looking for anything in return. When I, when I bless other people, donate or, give them an extra little tip or something. Or really, I'm even, even when giving them some advice sometime, because, Uncle Rom is about the money, but sometimes I give a lot of stuff away for free, but I get it back. Sometimes just giving your time is a blessing to people. Just giving them some good, strong advice, that's a blessing. And sometimes people got to think about it. Because, you know what? Here's the thing about society. We all got to work together. There's no such thing as an independent person. There is no such thing. Only way you can be independent and not have to deal with people at all, you need to find you a patch of land somewhere that nobody wants to visit, and you basically need to grow or hunt your own food, build your own shelter, and quite frankly figure out a way to make your own clothes. But other than that, you have to deal with people. A mentor had told me about why they bow to each other in Asian culture. He just said, they start off the relationship good because they have to deal with each other, and we all interconnected. And then on if you want to really be a cold-blooded business thing, honestly, all that little bit of money you put back out into the world, that keeps the economy flowing. Just on a business thing, because I know some people are just like, I can't do that, right? But I think everybody should get to that habit, and it don't have to be some extravagant thing, It could be a little dollar somewhere, a little extra tip or something, right? Shoot, buy somebody's groceries if they're in front of you or something like that. If you got it, you got it. I know this one dude, he was blessed with a windfall. He was telling a story. He was blessed with this windfall, and he was in a barbershop getting his hair cut. He paid for everybody else's haircuts. I'm actually looking forward to that. I want to get to that point where it was just flowing so well. I go to the barbershop. I say, okay, everybody in here now, I got your barber. I got your cuts. In fact, truthfully, I want to get to the point. I really just want to get to that point. Not say I actually do it, but I want to get to the point where I can realistically think about doing, where I can go into a barbershop, get my stuff cut, and just say, you know what? Here, I'm gonna give y'all a few thousand or whatever it is, and everybody who come in today get a free haircut. Of course, people be calling their boys up and everything, so I gotta give extra. But I just want to get to that point because you know what? I want to spread the joy. I want to spread the joy. If God or whatever term you want to use is blessing you, or I'll say blessing me. I want other people to feel that. I want other people to feel that joy as best as possible, right? So, you know what? If you're blessed, anybody listening to this, if you're blessed, you know what? Give to something, even if it's just a charity. Even if, you know what? Speaking of charity, sometimes, like I say, they don't always have to be money. It don't always have to be money. Sometimes, like for next Thanksgiving, it might not cook anything. It might just, take the kids and say, you know what, we're going to go to the soup kitchen. We're going to serve people some food. Something like that. Seriously, it could be just giving your time to something, I remember when I was in high school, I was at this church and they had a teen club, right? And one of the things we had to do, we were connected with this children's home. It had a lot of foster kids there. So we would go there individually, and then like during Christmas or something, as a group, right? We would go there and we would just play with the kids. It meant something, I always remember this one little girl. We didn't really play. We just looked outside. She was just concerned about this dog. She said, "Where doggy? Look at that doggy." I think we spent a half an hour just looking at it. But you know what? That was just giving some time. She just, you know what? I'm not sure to her exact situation. I just knew she was in that home. But you know what? She felt good that somebody was just going to sit there and look at some doggy with her. So you know what? Bless others. It can be money. It could be time. sharing wisdom, whatever, you know. Be going to some old folks home or go to some nursing home or something, you know, sitting there just listening to an elder just talk, tell you something, you know. It's making somebody else feel good. So anyway, bless other folks, yo. All right, especially if you've been blessed. You need to, if you follow any type of religious or moral system, whatever, you need to bless somebody else. All right, seriously. Anyway, thank you for listening. Keep rising and transforming. Peace.